Hello, welcome to the channel QPK News. Please subscribe to the channel to follow the latest news of the day. After the release of the music video for Goodbye Princess, which catapulted her to the forefront of the C-pop music scene and propelled her to the status of a global superstar, Tia Lee. She is the only person in the history of the world to ever break an international record with this release. Tia Lee is a name that is well known among audiences in both the East and the West. She is also known by the name Lee Yu-fan, though not always. At the same time, she rose to fame on a global scale and was hailed as a C-pop icon after the official music video for her most recent single Goodbye Princess was released and garnered a positive response from her followers. This caused the release of the music video to garner positive feedback from her fans. The release broke records on both YouTube and Weibo within the first 24 hours after it was made publicly available, with 4.7 million and 10.3 million views on those platforms, respectively. As a direct consequence of this, a brand new global record for C-pop songs was established. Producer Swizz Beatz, who is a Grammy Award winner and has been instrumental in the careers of artists such as Beyoncé, Justin Bieber, Jay-Z, and Britney Spears, has just released his debut creation in the contemporary pop genre, titled Goodbye Princess. Swizz Beatz is responsible for the production of tracks that have become hits for other artists. Tia, who first came to the attention of the global fashion business when she appeared on the cover of Vogue Hong Kong, has since established herself as a forerunner in the fashion world thanks to her refined and one-of-a-kind sense of style. Her appearance on the cover of Vogue Hong Kong was the catalyst for Tia's rise to prominence in the fashion industry. During this time, the fashion label Burberry issued an invitation to her to model for them when they appeared on the cover of Rollercoaster magazine. She accepted the offer and began working with the company. Within the realm of fashion associated with popular music in the United Kingdom, this newspaper is the most influential publication of its sort. It is largely responsible for the rise to prominence of fashion icons such as Alicia Keys, John Legend, and Justin Bieber. After the overwhelming success of the MV, Tia shared on Instagram, "I find strength in protecting myself and I want to call on women around the world to do the same. Let's empower each other to create a better world." And she did not forget to thank the fans who have supported her with an incredible following. As a direct result of Tia's conviction that ardent individuals are able to significantly impact the lives of others through the medium of constructive action, she has made significant strides in the direction of pursuing a career in the arts. Her most recent chart-topping track, Goodbye Princess, carries a potent message that inspires women to celebrate their individuality and reject the role of a princess. Through the words of her song, Tia is sending a message to all women that they should collaborate in order to build a better future. The music video takes place in a realm in which everything is represented in 3 dimensions, which is not only novel, but also a perfect expression of the concept. Tia hopes that the story will spread the meaningful message that it is important to confront one's fears head-on in order to eradicate the unhappiness that is present in the world. In addition to assisting actual people in becoming stronger and happier, Tia hopes that the story will help actual people become stronger and happier. Tia draws our attention to the fact that the world will be a better place when each of us is aware of the correct balance in our own lives. In conclusion, Tia brings to our notice the fact that the world will be a better place when each of us is aware of the proper balance. She is committed to aiding movements for women's rights and continues to pursue music since, in her opinion, creative pursuits like as music and the arts offer constructive inspiration that can change lives for the better. In addition to this, she is dedicated to supporting various efforts that advance the rights of women. When she first debuted Goodbye Princess, she was astounded by the audience's degree of passion, which completely caught her off guard. More than 100 million people participated in the campaign by following it on a variety of social networking platforms. Tia is of the opinion that the time has come to take action in order to provide assistance and support to all of the women who now reside throughout the planet. Tia's work journey has been full of ups and downs, which has made her more determined to overcome the challenges that she faces. The female artist is the first person to begin the global campaign Empower Her with the purpose of conveying an empowering message with the statement "Goodbye Princess." The campaign's name comes from a play on the phrase "Goodbye Princess." Tia's dedication to breaking free from preconceived conceptions, overcoming discrimination, steering away of negativity, and assisting other women in realizing their full potential is demonstrated by her participation in this campaign. The music video for "Goodbye Princess" makes a contribution to the promotion of women's rights in various parts of the world each time it is watched. The Empower Her campaign was successful in raising a total of 3.8 million Hong Kong dollars, about $480,000, for a number of different charitable organizations. Tia started by selecting 4 different volunteer organizations that were all focused on enhancing the ability of women to collaborate with one another. In the United States, this group was known as Beats by Girls. In the United Kingdom, it was called Women in Music. In Hong Kong and Singapore, it was called Teens Ki, and in Singapore, it was called Daughters of Tomorrow. Additionally, in the not-too-distant future, the identities of a sizable number of additional partners will be made public. Tia has a lot of faith in the work that they are doing to empower women and girls all over the world. She thinks that what they are doing is really important. When Tia's song "Goodbye Princess" is played on YouTube, every view of the audience shows them holding hands to show their support for charity. This is the message that Empower Her is attempting to get over to its audience. According to what Tia has stated, women all over the world will benefit from each of your opinions. Putting an Empower Her card in your wallet gives you the opportunity to make a donation. Let's get the translation process started as soon as possible by following Tia on social media platforms such as Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Weibo. The audience members simultaneously demanded that the crew of the film The Youngest Tycoon cut out the scene in which Song Joong Ki and the female protagonist shared a kiss. The 11th episode of the drama named The Youngest of the Tycoons was shown on the evening of December 11th and achieved an average rating of 21.1% nationally, according to the numbers that were provided by Nielsen Korea. This episode was aired nationally. This success contributes to the movie receiving the highest ratings it has received ever since it was initially released, which places it at the top of the viewership counts for cable shows that air at the same time slot as the movie. In this episode, performed by Song Joon Ki, Joon fell into trouble after Miracle Investment became the focus of an investigation by the prosecution and press reports concerning the manipulation of stock prices. However, because of the knowledge he gained in a previous life, Joon is able to easily overcome the trials that his uncle Jin Dong-gi, Jo Han-chul, had planned in advance for him to face. Even Jin Dong-gi's firm was put in jeopardy as a direct result of his actions. The company was compelled to liquidate its holdings after investing in Miracle's overseas business areas, yet it continued to operate at a loss despite these investments. Even though Jin Yang-chul, Lee Sung-min, initially had high expectations and intended to hand over Sun-young to his son Dong-gi, but after the business failed, he realized that this son is just an abnormal one. Talent. So, even though Jin Yang-chul, Lee Sung-min, initially had high expectations and intended to hand over Sun-young to his son Dong-gi. Talent. Therefore, despite the fact that Jin Yang-chul, played by Lee Sung-min, had high hopes for his son Dong-gi and meant to pass Sun-young over to him. Talent. And there is no one else save Jin Do-joon who is capable of filling his shoes and becoming Sun-young's successor. No one else qualifies. The drama came to an end with President Jin picking up his youngest grandson and holding a press conference after an unexpected turn in the events that had been taking place. It wasn't long after he made the public statement that he would hand over Sun-young Financial Group to Jin Do-joon that the two of them were involved in a serious vehicle accident when they were driving together. This is also the moment in time when he learns that the reason he does not have any knowledge regarding Jin Do-joon is because this person has passed away. He finds out this information at this point in time. The conclusion of the episode left Jin Do-joon with the thought that things that happened in Yoon Hyun-woo's other world will certainly happen again in Jin Do-joon's reality. This train of thought served as the capstone for the entire episode. Despite the fact that Jin Do-joon and Seo Min-young, Shin Hyun-bin, are currently entangled in a number of challenging disputes, the love story of Jin Do-joon and Seo Min-young, Shin Hyun-bin, continues to stir up discussion. In particular, after receiving orders from his superiors to cease his investigation of Jin Woo-young, Kim Shin-rock, prosecutor Seo scheduled a meeting with Jin and shared his woes with him. Jin played Kim Shin-rock in the drama. This transpired after Jin Woo-young, who would later go on to play the character of Kim Shin-rock, was cast in the role. Min-young not only admitted that she was a coward, but she also disclosed that Jin Do-joon lied to her because she believed Min-young would become another prosecutor. Min-young also admitted that she was a coward. The previous admission made by Min-young that she was a coward led to this one. In a further turn of events, when Min-young's idol, Seo Taiji, announced his return, as Do-joon had indicated previously, she was brought to tears once more. This time, however, she was drawn to tears because Do-joon had mentioned earlier that she was affected to tears. During this heated time, the two lock lips in a sweet kiss that warms both of their hearts. On the other hand, the overwhelming majority of persons in the audience had the opinion that the scene involving the main couple was overly staged in comparison to the rest of the story. People's thoughts on the romantic relationship between Do-joon and Min-young have been voiced in the past, so this is not the first time that it has happened. The reason for this is that up until that point, the two characters did not have a significant amount of connection with one another. This is because the female protagonist only made a few brief appearances during the first half of the show's broadcast, so she did not interact with the male protagonist very often. Many viewers publicly demanded that additional time be cut from the amount of time that actress Shin Hyun-bin was on air, because they believed that the appearance of the actress diminished the overall brilliance of the drama.